So I am here with a new sister friend that I have met. Her name is Kimberly Jesika.
Yes.
And wasn't it interesting how we met?
It's amazing. So back in this is just how magical life is. It just doesn't matter where you are in life or whatever your circumstances are saying. Miracles do happen. I was in California in the 90s in the military, and then I got out, went back east to my family. And I was a teacher back in 1998. I started my journey as a teacher. And I used to sit at my desk, and my friend, Lynette Brown, used to forward me Jewel Diamond Taylor's tidbits and emails and email blasts. And I used to sit there and used to read it. This is back in 1998. I was living in Connecticut. And I remember saying to myself, I said, I want to meet her one day. She's amazing. She's a motivational speaker. She empowers women. She helps you with the journey within. And I said, I'm going to meet her one day. I'm going to be her friend one day. I want to learn from her. If I had to grow up, she's somebody I want to be like one day. And here, lo and behold, 2014, September, I'm walking up in Irvine, California, and I see Jewel Diamond Taylor. And I looked at her because she has not aged one bit. And I said, excuse me, are you Jewel Diamond Taylor? And she says, yes. And I said, I wished this day, I spoke this day into existence.
That is amazing.
No matter where you are, anything is possible. Seriously,
That's
anything
amazing.
is possible.
And in God's timing, and in the universe's
It
timing.
is, it is.
And I'm so fascinated to learn about what you do. You're in the publicity
Yes.
industry?
Yes. So I do have a boutique PR firm. I started PR back in 1995, the end of 1995, and then it never left me. Even though I was a teacher, I was getting people on the Tyra Banks show. I was getting people on the Mike and Juliet show. I had people contacting me for show producers to get people on the show. So I stayed in media no matter what I was doing, and I transitioned back to California. I ran my PR boutique firm, kind of transitioning from that now, and I have my Dollface animated film company. So I'm living my blissness and my creativity of starting my animated film company. However, in the meantime, I also am a senior entertainment correspondent for Channel 16 ODY, Fox affiliate out in Victorville, as well as several other news channels, America One, Antenna TV. So my news goes to over 30 million viewers. So it's exciting.
And it's, it's a divine connection because I certainly could use some support in that area.
I would love to be able to support you, get you some media coverage, bring a crew out or come with some people, interview you, get your video. Our show is mainly entertainment news, and we play music videos. But in between those music videos, it's always good to have that word of encouragement from that person that's dropping that jewel.
There you go.
So, I don't see why you couldn't be that person.
That should be that person. And what's so interesting?
And I'm also the creative producer for the show, so I bring ideas to the show that actually stick.
Awesome. The reason I'm so excited about our connection today is because I'm always telling my audience to create your own meditation, your own affirmation, your own declaration, record it. And I use this technology, I keep it in my phone. So I had a 2-hour drive to get here this morning and yesterday, a 2-hour drive home. So rather than listening to music, I was listening to my own radio station, my own declaration, my own affirmation, Kimberly. And one of the points that I make in that declaration is I want to meet people where there is a win-win mutual benefit. Creating collaborations with others where I can impart something to you, I can make a deposit into your life, and you can make one into mine. And I understand that you do want to enter the public speaking arena.
I do. Eventually, public speaking, even though I do interviewing, public speaking is another animal. You have to have presence, you have to be able to captivate your audience, hold them. You have to have an intention, too, on what emotion do you want to leave them with.
Exactly.
So I have not learned that aspect of it. And I'm I'm coachable. I don't know everything. Miss Know-It-All died a couple of years ago.
I like
so
that.
yeah, she died. So so here's you've been a mentor of mine without even knowing. I mean, you're touching lives. I remember. I think back then, weren't you living in D.C.?
Well, I'm from D.C.
Okay, yeah, because I remember it was a D.C. and then there was L.A. too.
Right.
Okay.
I traveled with the African American Women on Tour, so we went to several cities. We were in D.C., we were in Maryland, we were in Philadelphia, Chicago, Atlanta, Oakland, Texas. And so a lot of people thought maybe that's where I was located. But I'm actually from Washington, D.C., live in California. been able to travel in the past 30 years internationally.
Wow.
London, Brazil, Jamaica,
And you've worked
Bahamas.
with the biggest names in the world.
I
literally.
have.
You've
It's
shared
just
stage
been a
with the biggest names in the world.
It's been a blessing.
Yeah.
And my career, truthfully, has kind of plateaued after 30 years. And coming out of this season of grief of my son getting his wings, now I'm in a state where I'm trying to reinvent myself, build my confidence back up, enlarge my circle of influence and contacts, and just really be open to how God wants to elevate me and not just settle for what's familiar. I really feel
Stepping
like
out
I'm
of your
going
comfort
out
zone.
I'm going out of my comfort
Maybe
zone.
TV's looking for you.
I
mean,
hope
I'm just
TV is
getting
looking.
a feeling of TV. Like, you need to partner with like a local news channel that's looking for content. Maybe you want to maybe put a show idea together.
Exactly.
Maybe write 8 seasons and what the topic will be. You know what I mean? Get some tidbits. Maybe even put your own reality TV show together, because I do have Girly Girl Productions, which is my reality TV show company.
Gosh, I do have ideas.
So I have a runner for you if you want to put a reality TV show together and just make it happen. I have a couple of runners for you.
Well, you know, Kimberly,
This is amazing. Like, I forgot that I had Girly Girl Productions. Literally, like, I totally forgot. By the way, I have Girly Girl Productions.
By the way, well, listening audience, this is a testament to a song that has been ministering to me, and it's called "Put a Seed in the Ground" by William Murphy, and I love that song, and I play it at my events. Those that come to my events know that I always incorporate music into what I do.
Yeah, the
Music
Whitehead
is-
brothers. That's what I'm
love
saying. Like,
music.
music, it leaves you with an impression, because I remember when I was watching you had a show that you were doing, or, you know, a speaking event that you were doing, and I totally remember it because you were playing the Whitehead brothers.
Yeah,
and
Ain't
so
No Stopping Us
ain't
Now.
no stopping us now. And I literally, that like totally stayed with me.
Yes.
And you were like, you know, too blessed to be stressed, and I was just like, wow, that was like your lingo, that was your mantra.
That was
too
my
blessed to be
mantra.
stressed.
Yeah, and so now it is put a seed in the ground.
Yeah.
So you put a seed in the ground in what, 1998?
1998.
And I've been putting seeds in the ground that I want to do television.
Look at cross country. Like, how does that happen? How does that work? I was
That's
in
the
New
mystery
England.
of God.
I was in
And-
New England. I was from New England to Maryland, then back to New England, then to Cali. Like, it's just like, it was like totally meant to happen. Like that. Where do they do that at? Because that just doesn't.
Well, when you trust and you just release it and you continue to nurture that seed with hope, with action, with due diligence, with service, with prayer, with just trusting God, those seeds do come up, and you are a living witness. I'm just
I walk up in
smiling.
Irvine, California, and recognize you. Like, you have not. You're talking 19, like a decade ago.
But tell them, no, I dropped my purse,
She was
leaned over
looking
to
for
pick up
something.
something out of my purse, and
Minding
she's
your
coming
business.
down the pathway to go into the hotel, and she says, "Aren't you Jill on the table?" Like, yeah.
Yeah,
How do you know that's me?
Yes, 1998. I kid you not. It came from a Yahoo address. It was a Yahoo email address that you had. It used to come to my AOL. It was either AOL or Yahoo.
I know I had the AOL.
Okay, I knew it was either
See, it
AOL
was
or
AOL. I
Yahoo.
never
You know,
guessed.
I know. It was like it was either Yahoo or AOL. Mine was Yahoo. Yours was AOL.
There you go.
And oh my gosh, those gems. And then you used to have like diamonds.
Yeah,
Pictures
still
of
do.
diamonds.
I still do,
It's
and I
like-
give them out.
Oh my
I still
God.
do. But what I want you to do right now, Kimberly,
Yes.
just share a word of encouragement. Let us know what inspires you. What keeps you going when you run up against a wall? What keeps your passion? What keeps you as a girl on fire?
Wow. Well, you know what? I never let go of my inner girl.
Oh, never let go of the inner girl.
My 14-year-old girl literally created my entire life. Everything that you see me doing right now, I created as a result of sitting in the house with headphones on, listening to Mr. Mister, Boy George, Tears for Fears, Cyndi Lauper, Madonna. I used to pretend that I lived in California with no inclination that I was going to live there. I used to pretend like I was a star. I used to pretend with the music on. That's why I remembered. That's why you stuck with me, because it was the music that you were playing. Music is very powerful.
It anchors
mix
us.
Music. It filters all of your brain waves and all of your
Yes,
emotions.
yes.
And when I'm sitting there, 14 years old, listening to Mr. Mister, listening to Hall & Oates, Out of Touch, listening to Kool and the Gang, She's Fresh. You know what I'm saying? West End Girls by the Pet Shop Boys. Not even 10 years, 9 years later, the United States Navy called me, and I ended up getting stationed in California. 9 years later. Listening to your seminar, Whitehead Brothers singing that song.
Ain't no stopping
Ain't no
us now.
stopping us now.
Yeah.
It's knowing that my dreams can happen. happen. And when my mind and my experiences says it can't, I start bringing up a bunch of people that had worse situations than me
That's
that
right.
are living their dreams. So I tell that liar, go on.
Exactly.
Because there's so many people that have had, there's prostitutes that have the husband of their dreams. Don't tell me I can't have the husband of my dream because I had a bad incident when I was 9 years old.
Come on. See, I love that mindset because that's a person who's no longer a victim.
No way.
This is someone that's not having a pity party.
No.
This is someone that is walking in her passion
Yeah.
in spite of pain.
Yes.
And this is a message that I want to give to others too, that even though I may be going through an emotional pain of my child no longer in a physical form, I still have gratitude. I still feel the grace of God. I still have hope.
It's your TV time.
I still have my
your TV
family.
time.
I
It's
still have
TV.
my friends.
Yeah, it's TV.
I still have health.
You're like leaving the stage platform to a television platform.
I'm ready.
We're in TV. We need, well, it's going to happen because I have the person for it.
Wow.
Yeah. I'll send you a script. Well, it's not a script. I'll send you a show episode script that I have. And then you just put the name of your show, you put what the synopsis is, and you just write the 8 episodes. And that way I can just give it to the person and they'll just put it right in.
You all are witnessing a miracle right now. You are witnessing God moving. You are witnessing God putting together kindred spirits.
Yes, absolutely.
I want to be able to pour into you because I see you making such an impact as a speaker, because simply it's about telling your story. It's about being so passionate about whatever that thing is, be it breast cancer or trafficking of children or politics or the environment. When we speak from our heart with passion, it lights a fire in others to say, wow, I want to live out loud. And I thank you for living out loud.
Thank you.
I thank you for seeing me. I mean, not just seeing me in the physical, but seeing the God within me.
Yes.
And that's very important to me. That is something that my son wanted just a couple of days before his passing. He kept saying, Mama, do you understand me? He didn't say, Mama, do you love me? He said, Mama, do you understand me? And I think we all want someone to get us, to understand us. Love is a word we use loosely, but
It's an
do
action
you
word.
get
It's
me?
a verb. It's a verb.
Actually, just
It's a
show
verb.
me. Yes.
Love is a
So
verb.
I thank you for stopping and
Yes.
acknowledging me and taking
Absolutely.
time for what I call an inner view.
Yeah.
That I got to look inside.
An interview.
Yeah,
I love
interview.
it.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yes.
Yes.
So
I mean, I could say, back then, 1998, there were 3 women on your road. It was you were one of them. There was another woman, and then there was another woman. And I just remember saying to myself, I like the way your brand is a feeling. I love the way your brand feels.
okay.
It left a feeling of freedom, no heaviness, just a freedom of beauty, of empowerment, of anything is possible. And those were the words that I took from your brand. It was the feeling that it left me with.
Oh my gosh. You were encapsulating exactly what I wanted to transfer.
Wow.
So again, I say thank you for seeing me.
Oh, absolutely.
And we're going to talk some more.
Yes,
Thank you,
we
my
are. Thank
audience,
you.
for tuning in today. Thank you for sending blessings my way, because I'm sending blessings to you.
Thank you, guys.
Stay in the light.